Okay, hello all. Now we're live, and this is a new initiative that we launched, the Be Mentoring team and myself, a couple of weeks ago. And the main idea of those very short stories is actually to motivate and inspire our colleagues. So those are short stories, the success series of the mentoring team, and this is the hard work pays off with Irene Gonzalez. Hello, Irene. How are you?
Hi, Virginia. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for accepting my invitation. I always have you in my mind, and of course, all of my mentees, but especially those that have participated for many months in my programs, like in our, like you did. You were a participant, fully booked translator. You trusted me, and you joined also the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. It's just an honor for me to have you in my programs, and definitely it's a great pleasure to catch up with you after so long, because I've been following you online. I see your progress, and I thought, why not to actually share this story, because it's so inspiring, your story as well, to people to get to know you, your background, and what you've been doing so far. Before I give you the stage to talk about yourself and introduce yourself, I would really love to read this testimonial that I just found out while I was looking at my content. This is just an email you sent me one day, so this is really natural. I remember I got it into an email and I asked you, can I use it as a testimonial? So it was actually a very natural way of you expressing your appreciation to the program. Do you remember the story behind of that, Irene?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm reading, like you say here. First, I would just like to say thank you, and I just copy paste the way that you had written this testimonial. So for sharing all of your knowledge throughout the whole course, I appreciate every insight and recommendation. I can't believe that only some minimal changes and approaches learned from the course have pushed my business. I'm also sure that it has to do with my mindset. I've been fully booked since starting the course, and I can't wait to continue implementing the rest of the strategies and growing even more. I'm also happy with the networking process with the rest of the colleagues. Thank you so much, Irene. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. That's the truth. There's nothing else to say about it, because of you and everything I learned through both programs I attended. I think that has helped me a lot to push my business and create a new one, kind of a new business, a new website. So
before you get into that, introduce yourself to those that they might not know you already, and we are going to show your new website in a minute. So,
So I'm Irene Gonzalez, and I basically, I'm a certified translator and interpreter, and I'm basically the mastermind behind PanamaTranslator.com, and recently IreneGonzalez.co. So those are my two babies at the moment.
You have a great impact also on Instagram. A lot of people are following you, and you've been working on your LinkedIn strategy lately. So let's show a bit of your website, because I'm really proud. When I saw your new website, I was amazed, because I did remember what we were discussing in our one-to-one strategy session, because when we complete one program, we always have one-to-one sessions just to finalize what you've learned, how you can implement on your own situation to create your upcoming month's plan. And you went, after a couple of months, I cannot even recall the duration, but actually you implemented step by step what we had discussed. And I was so surprised, because sometimes you discuss some things, but you are not sure if they're going to implement them. But I was telling you behind the scenes that actually you're an action taker, and I'm really impressed. And this is why I invited you here. Yeah. This is why I'm so proud actually to show your website, which is actually your work, definitely 100%. This is your work. Let me know, guys, if you can see the website of amazing photos you took. Yeah, I remember that as well. So let us know in the comments if you're watching us. Where are you watching us from? And let us know if you like the new website of Irene. And this is the second one, because you are also an entrepreneurial mindset. Your mind is really business focus. So you have also the Panama Translator. You can find information about Irene in the description box of this live. So I have included both of your website. People, they can go there and take a look and find out more about you, your background, the services you provide. So in the meantime, I would love to know the story behind of new website. And of course, if you have any success stories that you would like to share with the people that they are watching us right now.
Sure. Well, basically, IreneGonzalez.co was born after a talk that we had. And after a few other friends were also telling me, like, probably you should create a new website that is a little different from the approach that you provide with Panama Translator. And this is because I have a lot of experience as a virtual assistant as well, besides being a certified translator and interpreter. But also happens that in Panama, I test those that want to get the translator license. And through that process on testing these persons, I realized there is a little niche for them to be mentored or receiving some kind of consultancy of how to approach this wonderful translation world, and probably sharing my know-how and strategies in order for them to pursue this field, right? So that's basically how this website came to life.
And I remember that we were talking about your website, and I told you definitely, and also I remember I told you to join the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System because based on your background, this is actually a service that you could actually provide to other VAs or as a VA to your clients. So you're a combination, you're just a translator, you have a VA, you have a business that you were cooperating, you were outsourcing already. So this is why I suggested you. I don't always suggest the same things to the same people. So I always adjust my advice and it's tailored to their needs and their potential. And I saw some potential behind of yours that I didn't see it in your website, the Panama Translator. I saw some potential, but you didn't give 100% of what you can give to your audience. So this is why that was my suggestion, and I'm really happy with the result. Those are great photos. You need to give a suggestion of the photo for the photographer, but I assume that they are in the US or in Panama based. Where are those?
No, actually, these pictures were in Panama City in the business district, and a very good friend of mine helped me with the pictures.
Are you kidding me? Those are so professional. I assume that you had a team working. He's a pro. Okay, okay. You have the right friends. You have the right friends. Amazing. So congratulations. This is so inspiring, and I'm really happy. And also, I'm really happy to see the results, because sometimes you were telling me behind the scenes before we go live, like you're not that active or you didn't complete all the tasks during the program.
Yes.
You're the right example of a business, of a busy entrepreneur that actually they didn't have the time to implement during the program. And I really would love you to give us an advice, because I have other people that they're interested in joining the program, but they're telling me I'm very busy. And I think you're the great example of being busy, because you had already one business, now you have two businesses. So, and you were also able to join both of my group coaching programs. And actually you were able to implement even after the end of the program. So even the program is for 1 year, you get access to the content for 1 year, and actually you implement it after the program has ended. So this is another way of approaching the program.
Absolutely.
It worked for you. Do you want to give us some more detail on that? Or advice to someone who is at the same stage as yours?
Sure. I mean, last year it was a difficult year for everyone, right? From managing the pandemic, all the new regulations, the lockdowns, everything, and even an increase in work due to the translation. That was a huge struggle. So that's true. During the courses, it was sometimes hard for me to catch up, but my mindset is always learning. And even though if I don't do it today, I will not just let it pass for too long, right? So I have an agenda and I start writing out everything.
Yeah, remember your agenda. You were so good at keeping notes. Like you were the only one. You would tell me, stop a bit, I'm taking notes. Stop a bit, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always keep notes from every single seminar I attended during the pandemic. Also the courses with you, because I am a person that I get everything by writing. I don't get it by ear. So I can read, but I have to write it down for my brain to process the information, right? Even have a pen right now and I write.
That's amazing, because you're so good at I remember you showed me the
I showed you the agenda. And I remember I still have a picture to send you that's pending.
I can't wait. And actually the fact that even though all of those sessions are recorded, you did it for your own self, because that's the way you work. That's the way the things work for you. So this is a great attempt. So did I interrupt you? Did you conclude like how someone that is so busy, they actually can make this program work in favor?
So no, basically I grabbed the whole learning process, and I decided to to kind of create a schedule of things to do, of different tasks in order to achieve the website, right? And I started like figuring out how to display my services, what services I wanted to showcase on these, and also the social media, because it's not only the website, it's also creating content. And I don't consider myself a content creator, right?
But you are.
But I love it. Yeah. I mean, I have an MBA in marketing, but when I did my MBA, digital media was not what it is today. So for me, it was a little difficult to catch up with everything. And certainly I like creating stuff. Even though I thank you for telling me that I'm a good content creator, because I don't consider
you are like in comparison to other colleagues and in our industry, because we know our industry, you are a content creator. In my head, a content creator is anyone who goes out there, exposes themselves, and they create content. And you do that, and you do it very well, of course. You have an impact on Instagram. But definitely anyone who creates any kind of video, post, article, any kind of on LinkedIn or in Instagram, doesn't really matter. But if they're going and exposing themselves online, they are content creators, even we want it or not.
Well, I don't do it like for a job. I enjoy it, and I think that's a key part of doing what we do is loving what we do. I wouldn't be a translator if I wouldn't be 100% in love with the process, because it can be a very tiring process. It can be excruciating. Your brain can be totally fried up after 100 document page translations. So I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy sharing with people like me my whole process, my stories, my strategies. I wish when I was 14 years ago when I started, because I have already been in the business for 14 years, believe it or not, that I had someone like me to share their ideas, you know. So I really enjoy that.
Amazing, and thank you for sharing that with other people as well. Let me know, how do you manage to go on vacations, because you are sharing some great photos on vacation, actually running 2 businesses right now. If you have any secret with us about productivity, I would really love to know. Before we get into your success stories, I would really love to hear.
Well, the business is non-stop. I mean, I'm abroad. I'm in Tampa, Florida, visiting my family, but I'm still working. I thank God as a freelancer, I can still work abroad. I mean, I have my business phone fully on roaming, working. I have an assistant in Panama that can help me out with some documents over there. And yeah, I mean, it's a nonstop. I have been working as well. And even here, it was funny. I arrived and I have a client for interpretation services hiring me out of the blue. And I knew they were based in the US, but I was not sure where. And happened we were on the same city. And I'm like, guess what?
Wow,
I
amazing.
just arrived. And he's like, no way, are you here? I'm like, yes. I happened to go to their place to deliver my interpreting session. That was a funny thing I didn't see coming.
Amazing, so many opportunities. And actually I was announcing our event, and I didn't know where to say that you were broadcasting. I mentioned Panama, but I was seeing that you were traveling, so I was about to ask you, where are you right now? So in Florida. Amazing. So let's share some success stories with the people that are watching us, either the recording or the live. Any kind of success stories that you have seen in your business you would like to share, and you find it as a motivation to other people that they're feeling stuck right now, or a bit they don't have clarity, because you mentioned that the COVID and the last year was difficult. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, through the program and after implementing and improving and updating my LinkedIn page, I saw a difference, and that's for sure. And I have gotten like a few very good clients through it. So I'm very thankful for you because of that, because otherwise I would have never done it.
So they approached you on LinkedIn. So you got those clients only on LinkedIn. Did you do prospecting, or they just
prospecting? I did prospecting, but my prospecting is still needs a little bit more work. Okay. I will accept. I need to admit that. But yeah, they contact me through LinkedIn.
Okay, amazing. So definitely this means that only by implementing some of the tips that we share in the group, in the program, you actually start seeing results and attracting clients to you without actively going after them. So translators, they're afraid of aggressive sales methods. So just attracting clients to your own profile, this is the best you can do. So let's start. So you got some clients on LinkedIn. For me, the main success story that I've seen, unless there is something else you would like to share with us, I'm open to that as well, is actually the fact that you changed the whole strategy to your business. So you mentioned already from Panama that you were hiding behind the whole website you created on your own. Now you're offering some more services. Is there anything else you would like to add about such a success story or any other success story?
Well, because of the program, I think I was able to land 2 very good clients. One is a financial bank in the region outside of Panama. They also have offices in Panama, but they do in the Caribbean and South America. So that has been a very nice client that I got through the program. And also a regional office for a European Commission.
Wow, amazing.
So, yes.
And those were clients that you found online?
Yeah, just after the program and doing all these different implementation because of the program.
So if we could say, what was the main takeaway for you, for your own business, by joining my ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system and the fully booked translator formula, what that would be to share with other people that they're thinking of joining or not, what to expect? What was the main takeaway, the main gain?
I think it's very difficult to say just a single thing. I think it's a mix of several things from the mindset, the networking, because this field can be very lonely sometimes. And when you are alone, sometimes you cannot share your struggles and see other people are passing through the same things as you. And just this possibility of sharing ideas, for me, is extremely helpful and also inspiring, because I know I can do better. Right?
Exactly. You get motivated by other participants too.
That for me is very important, because when you are lonely, you just everything gets like very cloudy, and it's very difficult to get new ideas and improve yourself. I
and you know, this was exactly the reason why I created the annual program, because participants in the program, the same, if you remember, participants, they told me, we really want to continue working as a team and to continue doing that with your support. So after the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, we created the annual program, and now with a self-paced program, not that intensive as a 3-month program, people are implementing the same things, or in campaigns, short content marketing campaigns, or still prospecting, having the same team atmosphere and support and networking, but in less intensive way on an annual basis. And thank you for mentioning that, because up to now, I think all the participants in my programs, they have mentioned as the number one advantage of this program, the group, the community, and the networking, like you just mentioned. Amazing.
I think that's extremely important. And also every single module that you implemented and you delivered to us, it was extremely helpful, from improving my CV, my LinkedIn page, the photo things, the banner. I mean, I would have never done that if it wasn't you being the leader and guiding me through that. I mean, you know, it's hard when you are immersed in just doing like daily tasks, translating, and catch up with all these. It's good to have a mentor. It's very good, and for me, has been amazing.
And the accountability, as you mentioned, because you get lost with so many projects and the work never stops. So you just leave some things behind. But being in such a program, you get motivated to actually go after those tasks and to complete them in a specific time frame, which might be 3 months, in our case.
Absolutely.
So thank you for sharing that. So 2 questions of the people that they are watching us. So what would you suggest if someone is very, very busy like you and they don't have the time to join such a program? What would you tell them?
I think everything is a matter of organization. I mean, even if you are busy, you have to find a time and make things a priority. What is important for you? For me, as much as I work, I also find time to relax and recreate and do things that is not just work, because for me, it's important for my mental health and have a balanced life. Right. So if I work 5 hours, at least I try to relax for the other 3. For example, or at least have a day off. But if I work a whole day, I know that the next day I need to take it off, at least half day. So it's a matter of balance.
Okay, balance and prioritization, as you mentioned, the priorities are really, really important. And the next question would be, I'm an introvert, they tell me, and I really prefer to work with you one-to-one. I don't want to be in a group coaching program. What would you tell them, like, to change their mind?
Well, I mean, personalities, there are personalities everywhere. I don't consider myself an extrovert person. However, because of different works I have had through my life, I become an extrovert somehow. I truly enjoy also being on myself, do my things, but we don't live alone in this world. You sometimes need interaction, you need networking in order to grow. So it depends on how you see it and the point of view. Just think that probably this kind of networking will help you to improve and reach other goals that probably by yourself you will not be able to.
And what do you think was the main gain of networking for you? Like, do you remember any practical gain that you got by networking with other people? Like something you
help. Whenever you have a networking group and you are struggling with something, the best is when you reach out to them and they can actually help you. For me, that's priceless.
Priceless. I agree with you. And actually having this group that is 24 hours, 7 days per week, that you can actually tag me or tag other people, the members of the group, and you can give each other support. That's amazing. And especially an international online community, like where you were in the program, there were people like you were in the Panama, but there were like Catherine from Halifax is going to be live with me tomorrow. There were Valerie from example from Chicago or North Carolina or even Colombia. We had Norway, Austria, Germany, Italy. So it's an international community. It's amazing to have input and insights from other countries.
And even the support that we give each other after the program ended, right? I saw Kat creating her website. Like I follow her. She supports myself. So it's amazing. I mean.
You support each other. Yes, that's great. Absolutely. And I'm really happy for you that you have become friends or whatever is online. Definitely. I really enjoy that. It's such a great gain, such a great advantage of being in such a program. Thank you so much. Is there anything like as a practical tip, something you would like to share with people that they're watching us and they might feel now demotivated or stuck with their business and thinking or not if to take the next step in their business? Yeah.
Well, I will say success doesn't happen overnight. Right? It's a constant work. But mostly in our field it's a mix of learning every day, because for being a good translator, you have to be open to learn.
Exactly.
Right? It's not just a single day or, I just went to college, I did 5 years and that's it. No, it's a constant learning process. You need to market yourself. No matter how you put it, unless you want to work for an agency full time. But when you become a certified translator, probably you can do both, either as a freelancer and working for an agency. So it's very important to have a marketing mindset and be willing to learn social media, so that tool can help you to improve your business.
So why did you choose the hard work pays off in your case? Even though I know, I would really love to know from you.
Well, I started as a certified translator 14 years ago. And the success that I'm enjoying today didn't happen overnight. I mean, I think it was a very slow process at the beginning, because I was obviously working for other companies. So my translation job was not my main job or income. But after becoming a full-time freelancer, it was like improving the website, creating a good customer service for my clients, so I could have a good word of mouth out there. That obviously, I mean, that's not a marketing that you can pay, but having clients happy with your job will always bring you more clients and references, right? Creating social media, investing time in social media. So if you scroll down my Instagram from Panama Translator, way to the down,
you will see the difference.
I started in 2014 just reposting things, not putting much mind into it. And to what it is today, that's a huge difference. And that took me 7 years?
And I have included a module in the program, an additional about content that converts, because nowadays LinkedIn because LinkedIn changed its limits. So when you joined the program, you were actually able to contact 100 people per day, and now they limited that for the free version. So people can actually contact 100 people per week. So how you can do that to work in favor of yours and your result is actually to make warmer the connection, so as to get your clients familiar with your name. And how you can achieve that? Only with good content. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why this time I'm focusing on content creation as well, because I think it's going to be the future. And I think that even though we are translators, I see that translators, they struggle with content, definitely. So I invite all of you to join us, or if you would like to take a look, the program starts in July. And I would really like to thank you, Irene, for being here and for finding the time, even though you're at your parents, to actually being such a professional and join me live. And I wish you success to your own website and your new initiatives and everything that you're doing. And I hope to meet again online somewhere in between in any kind of way.
Of course. I mean, whenever you want to invite me, I'm always happy to join you. And once again, thank you so much for your work, because I wish 14 years ago I had a mentor like you.
I wish the same for myself. It took me 7 years, to learn what people are learning in 3 months. So definitely, hard work pays off, but why not to make it a bit cleverer right now, to have someone to show you why it take you like 1 year to do what you can do in 3 months. So thank you, Irene. It was such an inspirational story. I hope that we have helped more than one people out there, that they are thinking what to do next. Okay, if you missed this live, you can go back and watch the recording with Irene, and definitely you can meet Irene in both of your websites that you will find the description box. Reach her out directly if you have more questions. And Irene, I hope that we will meet again soon online. You stay here with me, okay? And we close the live. Thank you so much, Irene.
Bye. Take care,
Bye-bye,
everyone.
Have a great week. Bye-bye.